serious. Let's get to this shit.
It's like everything went right. Everything went wrong when I put on that dress. Pre Big Mamas, to me, actually, it's like you have an AD, you're like AD, BC.
Okay.
It's like BM for me. My career pre BM.
So Big Mama was a changing point.
Yeah.
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 What
was
made
like
it a changing point? Was it that it was Martin, or just everything was aligning up at the right time for you?
It was a negative changing point, to be honest.
Okay.
Positive in a
What kind of neck that is? That's like what type of fucking necklace that is? Damn, damn. I think that's it. I think that's it before though. But I don't be stressing none of that shit, bro. You hear me? You see, I see them triangle on that bitch. That's it, some kind of stuff though.
way where the perception of my image was on every bus, but my personal life was in shambles in that time. It was horrible.
You want to expound on that? What do you mean, like?
If I was a stand-up at the time, seasoned like I am now, I could tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the issue. Is like, how are you able to tell your story? The most elegant way, eloquent, saying in an eloquent way. I couldn't say what I was going through because it's almost like if you're a baby, you can't communicate yet, and I just wasn't fully a seasoned stand-up to be able to say what I was going through. But in retrospect, if I can say what I was going through, at the time when I did Big Mamas is when I met not my wife, my daughter's mother, and from that time it's like my life was just, it was hell from there. My personal life was in shambles, but my career, it was at its height, I believe. It was going.
It was kind of like a passing of the torch in a sense.
Yeah. It was.
And it's so brazy. Me just sitting here listening to him. It's like he sound like the girl that he played in the movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, see, I don't feel no sorrow for none of these fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because when you saw the role, you were like, hell yeah, I can do this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I'll be funny. You feel me? I can do this shit. Like, come on, fuck it. Like, come on. You wanted that shit so bad. Excuse me, you wanted that shit so bad on blood, and just didn't know that your shit was not finna rock it like that. See, I feel like where it went wrong at is they wanted to, like, you know what I'm saying, have sexual things done type shit. You know what I'm saying? But it had to be on a higher level, and he was like, nah man, I can't do that shit or whatever. It was some shit that he was like refusing to do. So like, well, fuck you then, nigga.
And I played Martin's son, and I feel like that it's so weird. It's like every time I play these sons of people, it never goes right.
What didn't go right with Big Mamas?
It was, first of all, no offense, that movie wasn't that good to me. It wasn't a prolific film. I sound so mean, like, oh, you should be grateful for, but I'm real. You know, you should be real. Like, it wasn't like the best movie. It was okay. It was an entertaining film. Number one, Big Mama's one. That's arguably.
Well, what the song is with him and the bitch. Whoa, oh, blood, baby, you are the air that I breathe. On blood, that hoe killed that shit. Not her. I'm talking about the little bitch we were with.
Like, okay, Miss Doubtfire was out, but the whole dress bit was already overdone. You know, it was like, it was hacky. You know, and I did it purely for the money and the work of Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Man, don't put Martin in that shit. Don't put Martin in that shit. Don't put Martin in that shit. When they brought you the role, they already let you know you finna be in a dress with me. You finna play my such. Woo. So you feel what I'm saying? Start acting like a bitch. Start get your female traits in order, nigga. Cause you finna have to act like a bitch.
I didn't do it for the purity of comedy, but I did it for the purity of work with Martin. But I believe that it wasn't. It was still more than money. Like, damn, I'm gonna get a big check. You know.
Yeah. And knowing you now, and I'm gonna kind of set this question up, but in knowing you now, there's a more of an awakened Brandon compared to when he first came into the business. You mentioned.
See, I don't trust none of that shit. Do you see like how that's how they always be? You see how like this side dog, this side, you feel what I'm saying? Like it's how he got his eye turned, got his hand. I just, you know what I'm saying, the background, I just don't, it's just, I'm telling you, all this shit is lined up. All this shit is man, this is the devil. All this shit, all these people are worshiping the devil, fool. Like none of these people are saints. And if anything went wrong, is they went against what they want them to do. That's it. That's all. So that's why I don't have no sympathy for these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Because when it was all good and glam and shit, he was in a lot of tick. He been in a lot of the movies and shit. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You was doing what you was doing. You were doing what you were doing to the point where it's like they don't need you no more. Like you feel what I'm saying? It got to the point where they don't want to fuck you no more. They don't need, you know what I'm saying? They need one of them sacrifices or some shit. Trust me, they need some bigger shit done. You know what I'm saying? Go kill some babies and shit. Some shit that you went like, oh hell no, y'all tweaking. Okay, well fuck it then, nigga, cause this what shit will come with it. So now it's over with.
In the dress. There's a big conversation about
Yeah.
that. Did you get like slack when you wore the dress at that moment?
It was like wasn't slack from people. Only Cat Williams. Cat Williams was trying to always say, Brandon, don't wear a dress.
He called you, or is this?
No, he was saying it in the media, so I thought he was heckling me. He was really trying to help me at the time. I didn't know that. I was immature.
Right.
I feel like, dang, why I'm just trying to make it. Why you bashing me? And then he was trying to warn me, don't get in the dress. So the Awakened Brandon, you couldn't pay him $1 trillion to get in the dress.
Yeah. Was there like how did they present that? Well, you knew right away you had to get in the dress.
I did the scene on Lottery Ticket.
Okay.
That scene on Lottery Ticket. After that, they were pushing his dress on me. It was something about that scene that touched a lot of people, and I think I was too real.
What scene on Lottery Ticket that you was in a dress? I don't recall no scene you in no fucking dress on Lottery Ticket. I gotta go. What?
I think they did the same thing like to Tupac. When you too real, they start looking at you like, hold on, how'd this slip past us? Who's this guy? You know what I mean? And then it's like, you know what? Yeah, he might be a kid. Just put him in the dress.
What do you think the dress is about? Is it to tone us down, to tone that realness down?
I think the dress, personally, is a thing that is not in our culture to do. And I think everybody will want to put their culture on us. No, not to hate your culture or your God.
Mm-hmm.
If your God say you can put on a dress and your culture is normal for you, that you have the right as a human to choose that. But me, for my God and my culture, my ancient culture, we didn't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you did it for the money, so it don't say that you didn't do this. You did it, and you still performed, and you still went to those parties and shit. You still went to those meetings and shit. You still in those things, bro. They just were like, now it's time to move it. Now we need more from you. We don't need just this from you. We need some more shit from you. And that's what you weren't comfortable with. That's when it was like, whoa, okay, fuck that. So don't blame it on the fucking dress. That was just the last movie that you have done. And you couldn't play no other bits. You couldn't play it again because it's no another script going for Big Mama's House 4. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit dead. I haven't heard no Big Mama House 4 or nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And you had got exposed at the dance or at the little talent show. So I mean, you know, what would be your storyline? What would they would have had for you next? Nothing. You are nothing.
So I was cursed by it. I believe it was a curse that went with that personally, because nothing went right since then. That's true.
Just because now, bro, God see how I look low, bro. You thought that shit was sweet. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't do right by people. You feel what I'm saying? When you was in position to do right by people or help people, or it was chance to do things. You had your nose in the air. You felt like you was way better than other people at the time. You feel what I'm saying? You was too cocky for shit. And now you done ran up on these folks where like, who they don't give no fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? And it will bring you back down to where them people at that you was shitting on. Now you wanna be religious and all this bullshit. Man, nigga, fuck you. You's a bitch too. You all that shit, bro. Y'all be knowing what the fuck going on when y'all sign out, bro. So, man, I don't want to be hearing that sorrow ass story.
Truthful. No one can tell me, hey man, you thinking too much, man. You sit down, man. Everything went wrong. Just like everything went right. Everything went wrong when I put on that dress.
Man, you just said when you put that bitch on, you was in your highest peak. You had met your daughter's mother. She was your personal life was a fucking was a wreck. You feel what I'm saying? Like they probably wanted you to knock her ass off, knock your daughter off with some shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that was type of shit where niggas certain niggas draw the line where no I can't. It's certain shit like Kanye did his mother and shit, but it's certain people that really like nah I can't do that to you. Feel what I'm saying? Woo woo. Well, all right, bitch. We'll script your ass to hell you out this bitch looking a fool, not looking you fat and shit and I'm to my like what the fuck going on? Let that glass look dirty as hell. Like they just doing you any kind of way now. Stupid ass dude.
I'm telling you, I lived it.
Yeah. Is there any like
Even with Martin, things went wrong when he did it too. Because Martin is very anointed. Martin is a very
okay.
strong man. And they
Man, Martin straight, bro. You feel me? They did the Martin, they been cloned his ass. But I mean Martin, he did what he did, he out the way. I mean, he gonna forever be he did his time, Def Comedy Jam, the Martin show. The Big Mamas, fuck what you say. Martin still gonna be Martin. Then they got Bad Boys 4 coming out. So, shit, I don't give no fuck about what you say. Bad Boys 3 was a hit. Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
Bell said that too. He says things about that too. And something, if you look at Martin's Arsenio Hall interviews, you look at him now, something's changed. You know?
Yeah, well, Martin, I noticed
It's
that
not
too.
a shot, but something's changed.
No, he definitely had like a lot of fire behind a lot of energy. He's got
similar to
he's gotten older, but I don't think he's gotten that old.
Eddie Murphy's old. He still has a fire to him too. I don't think it's an age thing.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad has a fire. He's almost.
You think maybe it was more the business that kind of it took so much out of him?
Honestly, I think it's a spiritual thing, but everyone has their own journey.
Mm-hmm.
Man, stop flexing, man. You know this man, he been thugging, bro. They just follow the guidelines of what the fuck they gotta do. Certain people don't have a problem with doing what they need to do to goddamn continue their success and shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's like they don't have no limit to that shit. Like when they really be heartless out this bitch. Once they in it, they really in it to win it type shit. Like the Rihanna, the Jay Z, the Beyonce's and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like they really be in it to win it. Like that boy LeBron James, then I'm to my hit $1 billion up in this shit. Like ultimate, they really don't have no problem with doing what the fuck the guidelines say do. And when it's time to cash in, whatever the fuck they gotta cash in, they cash that shit in. Like they right there, like it ain't nothing.
I can't say what it is. I don't know. I think, for me, I can only speak for my journey. Once I put the dress on and I had that fire was put out.
Yeah.
And I only did it one time. So imagine doing it 3 times, 4 times. But then Tyler Perry did it. He got stronger. I don't know the rules. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened to me. I'm not here to knock another brother because that's their path.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't do is knock my brothers because that's their path. But I'm saying my path, when I put on a dress, it came with a demon baby mama and a starter kit for hell. That's what happened to me. You haven't seen me since, to be honest. But then I feel stronger though.
Would you like warn other stand-up comedians about the dress?
And that's probably that's probably how they did him. They probably sick one of them bitches on him that he couldn't resist on my soul. And cause it's women out here that really have some real strong hold on men. I swear to God, I'm talking about how that nigga ass cooking and cleaning and cooking. You hear me? I'm talking about who going to the store getting passed, all type of whole shit. You hear what I'm saying? Like that what they do. I just seen a movie the other day, man. The bitch set the nigga up with the bitch. They end up falling in love. The hoe said just like I hoped. Man, just to control the nigga, the bitch coming up to be a witch. Oh my god.
Yeah, I had an interview too where I would do it. I would do it eloquently and say I wouldn't wear the dress if you're chosen. Some people can wear the dress; it doesn't affect them. But I don't know. For me, it didn't work. So I can say I wouldn't advise anybody to do it. Just who wants to roll that dice?
Yeah, and as you look back on it now, you kind of would never.
If I had a time machine, you know, we was with Marty McFly, I would go back, you know, and punch myself in the chest.
Man, I'm gonna continue this one. Man, what's
There's too much going on right now. Everyone knows it's too. Everyone has any sense knows too much going on. Once you eliminate vain and vanity, you get so far in life. Well, you suck. Well, okay. You know.
So when I see this, your journey, you get into Hollywood. You know, you said 2 months later you end up in Roll Bounce.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we go to other big films. It seems like Hollywood was damn near grooming you to be that guy. And there's that conversation about one comedian at a time. That one black comedian at a time thing. And I guess if it would have went the way that they may have visualized it, you would have been that guy.
And what?
Per se.
Then what? And then got in a car accident? I mean, what does that mean? That guy. We're all human. You know what I'm saying? No one's above the law. No one's above anybody. That's the thing you gotta understand.
Shit. And that would be killing me with these people, bro, when they come in here talking like that, when they know how powerful the connections be. Like they know how powerful this shit is. You feel what I'm saying? Well, won't nobody do nothing to you until the police know. Until everybody know shit be off limits to no harm unless you go outside or some shit. Go outside of the realm where you on your own type shit, doing some more shit that don't nobody know. Man, but your ass be so secure. Man, nigga can't touch you. The police can't touch you. I'm talking about, man,
Understand. You can be the biggest guy in the world, the next thing you know, this happens to you. You know?
Why do you think, was there...
Meanwhile, Dave Chappelle turns down 60 million, come back stronger.
Yeah.
I see something big on sacrifice.
Was there a particular reason why you think we started seeing you less? Was this something that you decided to do, or was it just the industry?
The industry has no power, according to what I believe. I believe that...
Because I'm assuming...
you know, but you better watch the words what you say, bro, because you already know, what? The bitch is at the house. You feel what I'm saying? All they gotta do is, I'm talking about, wind that bitch angry level up, and bitch is up. Bitch, I'm talking about, you think you was in hell.
And people kind of ask that question now, or like, yo, where you...
I look at, they ask me where I've been. I've been raising 4 children. Where have you been? I got all these kids. You know what I'm saying? I got children. Like, you know, and that's that. I want to find God and find myself. I want to see what's going on, man.
That's what that bitch did to you. You hear me? Until my pussy came straight from the devil himself. You hear me? And you know they say the devil is a woman anyway. I swear to God, they say the devil really is a woman. Don't nobody, everybody think it's a man and shit. No, but it really is a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this whole thing got that goddamn, you feel what I'm saying? They done sent him a bitch that can work his every desire. You feel what I'm saying? The whole probably be gorgeous, just like he like it. You feel what I'm saying? Just made the bitch just perfect for him, and the nigga fell in love, and to the point where she got him to the point like he's a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like he said, they got children on top of children. He landing that pussy. You feel what I'm saying? He landing that pussy. You feel what I'm saying? Got him trapped to the point where now she got him raising the children type shit. Nah, you ain't finna. You can't go be no actor no more. You can't do that shit no more. You's my bitch now.
There's too much going on right now. Everyone knows it's too. Everyone has any sense knows too much going on. Dave Chappelle just did one of the greatest specials, if not the greatest specials ever. Calling out everything I've been saying for 2 years. He just did it so well. Because he's Dave. I love Dave. Dave to me is my favorite stand-up comic. And I'm saying that because everything he says that I'm thinking, I say to my wife at home, he says it. I'm like, okay. Now I know I'm not crazy. He turned down 60 million You know
Fifty.
what I'm saying? And then came back and did, or 54th, whatever fake numbers that just paper that they're gonna change a different currency anyways. But whatever money, how was it? Was it 50 million? 50 million, and it came back and we got another 60,
60
70
million.
million.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
numbers.
So, what specifically do you think happened along your path? Was it we mentioned the dress, but what do you think it was? Was it just how does we want to know?
I think, watch this. I'm gonna give you this quote. Everything about me and my career and my life is divinely inspired. That's what we gotta say. There we go. That's a quote. Divinely inspired. That's it. There's nothing else you can say. I don't even know how I made it. People call it luck. It wasn't luck. How do lightning don't strike twice, right? Lightning don't strike twice. Right? That says to say. It struck on road bounds. It struck on in the Laugh Factory. Lightning struck on and that's figuratively speaking. Struck on Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
You know?
Big Mamas.
No, lightning strike. That was lightning striking me down for doing Big Mamas.
Okay.
But no, I'm talking about light. You know what I'm saying? Like lightning strike the same place in one place.
But I feel like
I gotta be real to my journey. Everyone can be real to their journey, but when you be real to their journey, because it's new, it's a new journey. People haven't seen this.
What I guess what I'm leaning into is that it seems like there was a particular moment where Brandon one got inspired by a new outlook on life, is awakened, if you will,
Awaken, yeah, woke, yeah, everyone's woke,
right?
yeah.
But then also
The woke spirit.
you decide to no longer play the game of Hollywood. When did that moment happen? When was that like, you know what, I'm gonna start?
But then am I really crazy? Because now Kanye West don't want to be in Hollywood. Like then Nicki Minaj is gonna come out. It's gonna go. I said this 2 years ago about all these celebrities coming out and talking against Hollywood. And I'm saying either I'm crazy or everyone's gonna be crazy. It's like, but it's not about talking against Hollywood because not really. People in Hollywood are like, well, people in Hollywood are like, what are you talking about? I love making films. Hollywood, like, there's an industry and then there's people that's just bad people.
what I'm saying. What I say, stop, because how I say Hollywood is Hollywood itself. Hollywood is a place. I done been to Hollywood and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I done seen it. It's Hollywood. It's a fucking. It's just a place. It's like a just another little. It's like a like when I say it's just like I mean, man, bro, it ain't even Hollywood, bro. I swear. I just want to describe it to you. I'm trying to find something where it's like you go where it's just like a lot of good little shit at. You know what I'm saying? They got like it's like a lot. It's fancy shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just fancy shit. It's just a high maintenance place. Like it just got all the fancy shit. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody can go to Hollywood, bro. Anybody can go to Hollywood. Like you in California, you can drive through Hollywood. It's nothing. That shit is nothing. It's nothing. So why they say Hollywood? It's the people that orchestrate inside of that bitch. Stop playing.
There's an industry of filmmaking. There's great filmmakers and great people all around. So we can't just say movie making is the devil. Like we got to stop that.
Okay.
All movies are the devil. No. We got to say people that are against the right path, I would say, that are funding things that's putting agendas out there, to me is like something that's not all of Hollywood.
Yeah.
So they're like, Hollywood, everyone's like to point the finger at everybody. It's like, everyone die. It's like, well, wait a minute, some good people. It's good and bad in any
But
system.
what I notice is people that do play the game of Hollywood, they don't say a lot of they don't say a lot of no's. They typically kind of go with the wind moves and deciding I don't want to do certain projects, being in charge of his brand.
He ain't got no say so. Man, he ain't got no say so, bro. Do you know being a celebrity is like you you get limousine rides. I mean, people be want to take pictures with you. People want you to advertise this. I mean, you go to certain restaurants, you don't even have to pay. They just want you to just take a picture, give them an autograph. I'm talking about just to know you can go to a goddamn $400,000-$500,000 house. You driving a goddamn $250,000 car. You feel what I'm saying? Your account got goddamn about two, three M's in your shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got the jewels and you feel what I'm saying? Everything, just everything. Then to come back to having nothing, having to live like a civilian type shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's a different kind of feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's a different kind of feel on any person that that goddamn ever have it and go back down to just being a regular person. Just imagine if he was still hot. I don't think he'll even have that shit on his face. I think you feel me. He just don't get no fuck. You can see all the niggas that talk shit. They just have on a regular black tee type shit. It always just be a regular black tee or a regular white tee. They just be so normal, having on normal clothes. You feel what I'm saying? They don't look at this chain and shit. Like, what fucking kind of chain is that? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Ran his image.
I don't know. When the Most High woke me up, how about that? When I was awakened to who I was and who my ancestors were as it pertains to how to live my life, it was much easier to move in the world, and that's simple. And I'm not calling Hollywood my enemy, but
it's just like a nigga gotta you ain't got no soul, so it's like you try to refine yourself and you feel what I'm saying? So it's like you don't know, like you starting all over new beliefs and shit, and you know what I'm saying? You don't know who you are, so you meet these, you trying to find yourself, so you lashing out like, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who the fuck am I? Like, what do I supposed to believe? Is this right? That's why they be going insane because they don't know. Like, I wanna be right again. Like, I wanna be. I don't feel right on the inside. Like, help me. Then they don't tell them to go to, you know what I'm saying? Some people lead them back to God or they'll go to like this shit right here. I think this is, I don't want to say it's a Jew. It's some shit. It's some that cross, I mean, that star symbol, something. It's that shit Drake is. Whatever the fuck that shit Drake, man, it's something like that.
I'm saying that it's like know that like you got once it's easier to rock to know what you stand for, whatever you stand for. It's easier to walk straight. I think a lot of people don't know who they are. They don't have to take that time. I think me taking that time to understand who I am truly was then I was able to move like I to move, not how people wanted me to move.
Man, I think a hoe.